Previously on Blue Ridge Adventurer'S Guild.
And that is when you hear the strangest thing. I'm enraged! You see a man 3.5 feet tall. The cavern lights up. And there's another small man. This one not nearly as small. He is thick. Long beard, full metal armor, and he has a hammer in his hand, and he is holding up his other hand, palm forward, just like you've seen Roy do. He's covered in blood, and as you look at it in his tiny, adorable face, you realize he's not wearing a dog skull on his head. He is wearing a skull of one of the creatures that you just killed. That is his headgear. The helmet that he has is a skull of one of these creatures, and he says, "Wow, boy, it's a good thing we found you guys." Boy, it's a good thing we found you guys.
You're not kidding.
Yeah.
We were goners. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you guys okay?
We're fine, says the bearded man. We do this a lot.
I got some ibuprofen. I got Band-Aids. I got Xanax.
We're just fine. We've got some heavenly support from Torm, the god of self-sacrifice and courage. And the small man seems to get mad at this and says,
in the Bible Belt.
"Why do you bring him up I did this? You saw me raging. I raged." And the dwarven man said, I healed a man with my touch. That's all. I threw fire from my hands. And the little man just seemed
skeletal hand. I would just like to say, I did
See?
that.
See, he threw things from his hand, and he's not praising your deity.
I don't even know who that is.
I threw a spear.
All I know is Jesus Christ and Virgin Mary. Like, that's all I know. You know.
Listen, hot.
The small man says, "That's how you're supposed to do it." He threw a spear, Ulrich. He threw a spear.
Hey, you did really good out there, man. I like your belt a lot.
Oh, thanks. This is a special belt. This is a belt of giant strength.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had to get.
I don't like Andre the Giant or Paul White, the Giant.
I don't want to brag. I mean, I killed a hill giant by myself.
I haven't heard of him. Yeah, he must be new or something.
Hank Hill?
I gotta address the elephant in the room here.
Yeah?
You're like a tiny dude.
I am not. I am the biggest halfling that I know. I am probably 50% larger than most other halflings.
Like some
like
Tolkien
Frodo?
shit?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
understand the words that you're saying to me, but I'm sorry, I don't understand what they mean.
Like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit.
J.R. Tolkien.
Let me see your feet.
Oh yeah, your feet.
Excuse you.
Do you have hairy feet?
You got hairy feet? You wearing shoes?
I don't. There are copyright issues that prohibit me from having hairy feet, I believe.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
My
name's Bert, by the way.
My name is Rick, and at this, the bearded man seems to get very upset and says, "No, I am Rick." And the bare-chested man says, "Ulrich, you are Ulrich." And the bearded man says, "Pimrick, you are Pimrick. I get to be Rick in this relationship." And the small man says, "You were Rick when we went to town, and now it's my turn to be Rick.
Hey, guys, I get this because so my name's John Lachey, no relation, and I had a buddy who was also named John, but he went by Johnny, and so but sometimes I'd go by Johnny, and I just had to give up Johnny, and I went with Jay.
See, Ulrich, you just have to give up Rick and be Ulrich.
I guess that wasn't really helpful.
And Rick says, "Why can't you give this to me? Why can't you just let me have this?"
What if you guys flipped a coin?
Yeah.
I think what you guys need is like a fucking whiteboard, like like schedule,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
like kind of like what we do as roommates with like fucking chores and shit.
Like
get a
our
whiteboard.
like
and-
our chore sheet, Pimrick. And Pimrick looks at you and goes, "I hate that chore sheet."
Yeah,
I
it's so
hate it.
stupid.
What if
Yeah,
I have
so-
an idea?
It's dumb.
What if one of
Hate
you guys has one more chore than the other one, like per week, and you get to be Rick? Like it outweighs it. Like you have to do the extra chore, but then you get to take Rick.
I think that whoever kills the most animals should have it. And Ulrich says, "That's bullshit. I'm vegan, and you know it."
So, hey, I don't mean to like break this up or anything, but where the hell are we? We're so lost.
We were following
we-
some bugs.
We were following bugs. We're looking for our friends. We think they might be dead. We're hoping they're
Guys-
not.
You guys know about big bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fucking bugs.
There's a lot of stuff that comes
BFBs.
through. I mean, this is the Under Parkway. There's lots of traffic through here.
The Under Parkway. What's
Yeah.
that?
So you're standing there. It's a big road. Runs north under the Blue Mountains. Starts down in Verde, and just sort of keeps on going. Big
Okay.
big through traffic, especially people that don't like their business tampered with.
Goes from Verde all the way through the Blue Ridge Mountains?
Yeah,
That's weird.
the Blue Mountains.
Yeah, the Blue Ridge Mountains.
The Blue Mountains.
What are you doing?
What?
The Blue Ridge Mountains.
They're the Blue Mountains.
Blue Ridge Mountain.
I've
But
lived.
like,
It's
I've
like how
lived
some people say
under them.
Appalachia, some people say Appalachian.
Yeah, is there like you guys just call them the Blue Mountains up here? Is it just like a local thing?
Are you just like you live on the ridge, so you don't, or because you're underneath them?
Appalachian is an adjective. Appalachia is a noun. I've told you this millions of times.
Okay, but what about Appalachian?
Appalachian is a noun.
You guys are saying a bunch of words that I don't understand again. Like, I understand the words, but I don't see how you're putting them together.
Also, like the Blue Ridge Parkway does not start on Verde Boulevard.
Yeah, it doesn't start anywhere near Verde. It's like all the way up. It's like in North Carolina somewhere. It doesn't even go down to Greenville.
Yeah, like Asheville.
Yeah.
The-
You from Asheville?
Are you guys?
the Ricks look at each other with bewilderment and then look back at you.
You know Greenville?
Why are you looking at us like we're crazy?
We're trying to get back to Greenville.
Spartanburg?
And yeah, no, we got, we can,
Can you take us to Verde then? I guess
we-
you know where that is.
What do you think we are? I mean, we're just not tour guides. I mean, we didn't come looking for you. It was a good thing we found you. I think we've done enough.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right. I'm sorry. Can you just point us towards anywhere?
Here's the thing. Can I tell you our day?
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
maybe you
I
can
mean-
level with us. We
Tell
woke up.
Jay.
It was our best friend's wedding.
Oh,
And
I remember our wedding. It was a wonderful day.
you guys
And
are
Ulrich
married?
goes, "Aw, thanks, Pimrick. It was a wonderful day."
Cool. So congratulations, I guess. On
You
getting
two are
married.
It wasn't.
You twos are
recent.
married?
I mean, what?
you twos are married?
Yeah. It's like what? Like it's like 11 years now. And Ulrich goes, it's 11 years.
And you still haven't figured out who's Rick?
We every marriage has hurdles, And
Okay,
this
that's
is
fair. I'm
like
single, so I don't know.
you were starting to get it. Like we just met, and yeah, I mean,
You're right. I'm prying. I'm sorry.
yeah,
It sounds
yeah.
like no matter what, you guys are each getting the Rick.
We again, you're saying things. I understand the words, but I don't understand.
So, okay, let me tell you our day.
Yes.
Our best friend was getting married. We were the best men.
Okay.
All three of us. He couldn't choose because we're all pretty great.
Best men. Okay.
So there we were at his wedding. Suddenly, bunch of bugs attacked us. They killed a bunch of us, like everybody, even the wedding guy,
Like
the
ant
groom.
eggs?
Oh, one person did survive. That's nice, I guess. They left as soon as we said hello, but
Of course.
You didn't save anybody?
We
Well,
could.
so-
we
We're not-
tried. We really
this is-
tried.
So I'm seeing a bunch of these weapons around here. This is not where we're from. People don't use weapons like this. We're
Well,
from.
how do you stop yourself from being overrun by orcs or gnolls or dark elves?
Okay, see now you're doing the thing
all right.
that we've been doing, where you're saying things.
We
So
understand what you're saying.
You guys all casters? Is that how this works?
No, I'm not an actor. I know
Are
I
you
look like I
saying
could be.
orcs are real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So,
dark
look at-
elves.
Where we from? Where we're from? That shit's fantasy. It's in books.
Yeah, it's
It's
made
not
up.
real.
It's like in movies and stuff.
Anyway,
And,
Jay, continue the story. Tell him how we got here.
Pimrick says, in my world, they're right here pretty much, and he's kicking one of the gnolls.
Okay,
Well, it
that's
looks
a
like
fair
we're
point.
not in South Carolina anymore. So a day, everyone gets killed by these bugs. We decide to go through the tunnels that the bugs made. I remember seeing a mirage, and I walked through, and I felt like I had just jumped into a nice pond on a hot summer day. You know, like a refreshing, nice feeling.
Yeah.
It felt great, and I walked through, and then we kept walking, and eventually, like, we found this underground tunnel system, but we've been just walking it for hours now until we came across here, and that's when a bunch of these guys started laughing. They started to attack us, and then when they were attacking us, you guys jumped out, and I guess you know the rest.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Just really want to emphasize our friends dying.
A bunch of our friends died. We're not used to fighting stuff. We don't know where we are. We could use any. You guys seem friendly. Really, anything that you can do to help us, I would be so thankful. I know. Maybe what's something you like to look at?
dead gnolls.
Okay, something else that isn't here that you wish you could look at besides that.
Dead orcs.
Roy, do the thing.
Oh, I'm gonna try to conjure a dead orc.
Like a Lord of the Rings style.
Yeah, like after Aragorn like chops off his head, that
Yeah.
Uruk-hai. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Ulrich and Pimrick look down, and Ulrich says, "What the hell is that?"
You'll see. You'll see. I got like a 14.
Okay, so you do a pretty good minor illusion of it's like it doesn't move at all. It's just like just frozen in place, orc from Lord of the Rings. And Ulrich and Pimrick look completely confused.
I learned how to do that today.
How to make a creature like this?
I
What's
learned
an
how
orc?
to do that, and I learned how to do the zappy shit that you saw, and like the skeletal hand thing. I just learned that like 5 minutes ago.
We've known Roy for a while. He's never done anything like this.
I just
Oh.
learned that shit today.
Ulrich says, "Who's your patron?
Fuck you,
Patron?
Doc.
Who's your patron?
No, we don't have a Patreon. This isn't fake.
Who gave you the power to do that?"
I don't know. I just fucking woke up and it was like that.
Pimrick says, let's leave them and to their journey, and we can get back to finding and killing gnolls.
Hey, Pimrick, wait, can I show you something?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'm gonna take out my phone. I'm gonna go to the photos, and I'm gonna pull up a picture of him. Like he probably owns a fake wrestling belt and has like a
Yeah.
picture of him wearing a fake wrestling belt he probably got off of Amazon or something. Be like, look at that. I got it says NWO on it, but you know, it's authentic. Check that out. And I'm just gonna hold up my phone with the picture on it.
He's
It's pretty cool.
He's kind of blown away by the whole fact that you presented a picture. But in a world of magic, stranger things have happened. So he takes it
for
in
sure.
stride. Yeah, that's an impressive. That's more impressive than my belt. And when you look at his belt, it wouldn't be that big. I mean, it would be big on a large human. It's enormous on a 3.5 foot human. But it's not very ornate. And so he looks at yours and he goes, that looks like is that a fire giant belt? I mean, wow. Who did you kill for that belt?
Yeah, it was this giant, it was an Andre giant. And, the Andre giants, they're like really drunk when they fight you. And so it's hard to predict them. It was cool. It was
Roll
neat.
me a deception check.
Can I give him a help action?
Yeah, how are you gonna help this?
Please
Yeah.
help.
While the guy was swinging, he actually got behind him and put him in a chokehold and was able to. That's how we took him out, because he's smaller. So he used the size, much like you probably had to, because you're a small guy. He did it too, because that's a way to fight. Like, obviously, size doesn't matter in a fight like that. It's the battle integrity.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm always saying that. What'd you roll for deception?
2.
Pimrick is he looks closer at your belt, you see a look of disgust come over his small face. And he says, "That's it, Ulrich. Let's be on our way, and these adventurers we can point them in the right direction."
That would be a
Right,
big
right.
help. Thank you.
That
Have
would
you
be.
seen any fucking bugs? Do you know where bugs go? Do you know anything like that? If you don't, point us in the direction of Verde. We know where Verde Boulevard is.
Yeah.
Ulrich says, Pimrick, let's help them. Let's help them. Self-sacrifice, courage. They're not gonna last. They won't last another day. Did you see them? Did you see? Look at the one with the sword. That was pitiful.
All right, I'm standing right here.
Pimrick, it was pretty sad when you flailed wildly from behind with advantage and completely did not hit the knoll. And your AC is less than 12, and so I'm not convinced
Give
you're
him a break.
gonna live very long down here.
Okay, well that's a little harsh, but I guess you're not wrong.
Ulrich says, you're at least a day and a half from the surface, just so you know.
What? We've only been walking for a couple hours.
Well, I don't know how you got in here, but any of the ways that I know, they're not near here. This is not an entry.
Holy shit, guys.
Point.
Would we be able to even find our way back?
I don't think so.
We didn't Hansel and Gretel this.
Nah.
We passed a lot of tunnels, and it's underground.
Hey, does this look familiar to either of you guys? And I'm gonna take my little raccoon statue out.
Primrose takes it and looks at it and says, "This looks like your domain, Ulrich." And he hands it over to Ulrich, and Ulrich goes, "Nope, don't know this one." He hands it back.
All right.
Have you seen anybody, around here, like, wearing any of these? And I'm gonna show him the corsage.
No, I mean, no, not. Pimrick is a hunter. He is a knoll hunter. We come here every year as a vacation, and he makes air quotes, vacation. Mostly Pimrick hunts, and I heal him after he fights. That's what we do. It's just kind of how we are. It's something we've always done together. And we have been hunting. We kind of stick to the knoll areas. We have not seen any sorts of bugs or anything. We can Pimrick, let's take them out. Let's just at least take them out. And Pimrick says, "This is our vacation." I know it's our vacation, but
I don't want to impose. If you just want to show us the right way. I mean,
you shut up because you're going to die here.
Yeah, you shut up.
Pimrick, I have come on these knoll hunting trips with you every year.
Nice.
And we always do what you want to do. And I want to honor Torm through self-sacrifice by giving up a couple of days to take them to the surface so that they don't die.
I don't have a lot to offer, but if you guys help us, I mean, I got like $20.
Again, you say these things, but I know all the words, but I don't understand how they come together.
I'm going to take my wallet out and just hand them my cash. It's like $23.
It's like if you walked up to someone.
I think Matt is dead.
Like that's it. His look of confusion as you put these green bills into his hand.
Yeah, I think I can chip in. I can chip in too. I got like $5 or something.
I don't even know what this is. Just look. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it, Ulrich. We'll take your weird new friends to the surface. And
Not that weird. Not that weird.
Hey.
Come on.
To be fair, Roy, you're kind of the weirdest of the three of us at the moment.
Yeah.
I disagree. This one you call Roy is the most normal one of you that I have seen.
Fuck you guys.
He at least seems to have some business being here underground in Knoll territory. This is the Knoll Skull capital. You do know that.
Knoll Skull?
No,
It's the Knoll Skull capital.
You're saying words. It's like that thing where it reversed again.
This is the
I don't know about Knoll Skull,
the
bro.
Knoll hunting capital. There are pack lords in this area. Have you ever
Is
seen
that
a
what
Knoll
these-
pack lord?
No, is that what these guys are that we just
No.
killed?
I
That
think
we were
we need to
fighting?
reiterate that all of these things you're talking about don't exist where we from. You know,
Yeah.
like they don't. Let me show you a picture of literally the most frightening thing ever. And I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna like scroll through my pictures and
Is it
find a
Becky
picture
from
of
Vega?
this terrifying like chihuahua from one of my Tinder hookups. And I'm gonna show it to him like, this is the most terrifying thing in our world. This yippy fucking dog nipping at my ankles when I was trying to sneak out.
How big
In
is
the middle of the night.
that? I mean, are you zoomed way in? Is it
No.
how big is this? An
It
8?
literally only came up like maybe mid calf.
Is that
Is
the one
it-
that peed on your new boots?
Yeah, fuck, it was the one that peed on my fucking new boots.
Oh,
That's what I got for going back a second time. Never again.
It's not worth it.
Pimrick seems to have lost interest in this conversation, and is now walking around with his enormous axe, kind of swatting at the dead gnolls and kind of rolling them with his foot, just sort of just is seeming to investigate them, kind of look and see if they were still alive, if they might have anything of value, and that's what Pimrick is doing. And Ulrich is looking at you with pity.
As he should, because I don't fucking know anything about where I am. None of us do. I'm trying to illustrate to them that we are outsiders. We stumbled upon this weird place, starting to think it's like another world, and like we're just trying to find our friends. I mean, they're probably dead by this point because we've been talking too much. But like, whatever. I mean, like.
You want to show us somewhere safe?
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah, just wait here. I'll just wait here. I'll go talk to him.
All
and Ulrich walks off after Pimrick to have a private conversation.
Bro huddle.
Yeah,
Bro
bro huddle.
All right. We have
You
to
know?
trust him, right? For now.
I mean, Ulrich healed me. You know,
Yeah.
I was.
I mean, clearly they know how to fight better than we do.
I mean, look
Like-
I swear to God, I got shot in the neck. Look,
You
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 look
did.
good.
I saw.
You
Yeah,
can't see a thing.
I still have wounds.
Who does that?
Do you?
Yeah, look, that's where a spear got me, and that's where an
Oh.
arrow got me.
Dude, here, hold on 1 second. I got band-aids and shit. Let me help you out. Hold on, so I'm gonna open up my pharmacy jacket here, and here I got this little thing of Neosporin. So I'm gonna start putting Neosporin. I'm like clean his wound, put some Neosporin on there. Then I'm gonna put a band-aid over his wound.
Just one band-aid over an arrow hole.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, I'll put 2. Damn it. This thing's gonna need stitches, all right?
Yeah, I know. Overall, I'm feeling like 3/4 of myself, so I'm not like too rough.
Back
I
to
ca-
that
what-
whole shit.
Here,
Like-
take some ibuprofen.
Have you ever seen anybody? I mean, like, you don't even have a scar.
Yeah,
Like-
I know. It's
Like, who-
either that Xanax is really old, or like
nah, I take too much.
I don't
Xanax
know.
to
I
stop
can't
it.
say it. I
I
can't say it
deplete your
out loud.
stash every day, man.
At this point, Pimrick is walking back towards you, and Ulrich is kind of standing off behind him. And Ulrich is giving you an encouraging nod, and Pimrick is sort of stopping and picking things up as he comes, and he walks back to you, and he just sort of stands and looks at you, and then he says, "You guys are going to need some armor."
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's okay to just take it off the dead.
Yeah, that's kind of the norm here.
Hey,
There's,
I've never
do
worn
you
a
know
dead
what's-
guy's clothes. I've never even worn thrift store clothes.
do you know what size you wear?
Like a
Like a
32
large,
waist, large,
Yeah, like-
large.
I mean, I know
Uh.
my measure, but I like don't know like I've never been fit for suit armor. You know,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know that.
Wait.
Hey.
I take
Yeah.
off. I'm gonna take my tuxedo jacket and just read them the sizes.
Pimrick just looks at Ulrich, and Ulrich gives him like a pleading look, like please do this.
Hey, hey, Rick. I'm looking at Pimrick. Hey, Rick.
Yep. Yes. I am Rick.
Yeah, Rick. You're a good guy,
Yes.
Rick.
Ah,
You're a good guy.
thanks. I try to be. Hey, come and let's all look together and see what we can find for you. You need some armor. You need some armor. And
Yeah.
so describe for me what you guys sort of find as you look around the dead guards and merchants from the first trip, and the gnolls that were killed as they tried to attack you.
So Roy is looking for a guy that kind of is like, stacked like him. similar height and build, finds a dead guy over by the wagons, wearing some leather armor. It's like black, kind of nice.
Cool.
Nice stitching, all this kind of stuff. Reminds him of like a nice purse or some shit. I don't know, like, and he picks that one.
Okay.
Also, because this is like the least stinky guy.
Gotcha. Perfect. Some nice leather armor. You catch Ulrich's eye, and he gives you the nod, kind of like, yeah, good choice.
Thanks, bro.
I think Bert, he is probably also going to grab leather armor just because I feel like that's going to be easier to put on than that's going to be easier to put on than like plating or any sort of metal armor like that. And then probably just keep the short sword, maybe grab like a if there's a not broken shield. Maybe grab that.
Yeah. There's some of the Knoll archers had shields on their back. They did not have them. They weren't holding them, but they had flashed them to their back, presumably for sort of ducking and covering if and when they ran out of arrows. And as you are putting on the leather armor, you feel a tug at your waist, and Pimrick is now holding your revolver and looking at it questioningly.
Oh, hey.
Took it off.
Hey, Rick, you want to be careful with that, buddy. It's you ever held one of those before?
No, what is this thing? He's looking down the barrel.
Oh, okay, all right. Can I take it from him?
Yeah. You can here, roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can take it away from Pimrick.
Uh-oh. You got it off me real easy. I am cursed by Nate. I have a 3.
You try to reach for it, and he just, without even thinking about it, he just kind of turns his body and puts his other hand on your chest, and you like the physics of this don't make any sense at all. This guy is 3.5 feet tall, 75 pounds, and you might have tried to push into a bulldozer. You might as well. Like, he just moves you away as he continues to look at your revolver.
That's it's a gun. You never seen it? It's like a crossbow or something. You're looking straight at the arrow. Just be very careful.
This is like a crossbow. Like you fight with this?
You can. It's very dangerous though. And
if it's very dangerous and you can fight with it, why didn't you use it on the Knolls?
Well, I'm not.
Did you have a powerful weapon that you forgot about?
No,
during
well,
an
it's
ambush?
like no. It's not like that. It's like I only have a certain amount of shots, and I didn't know like I might need them later.
It would have busted your eardrums.
Yeah, it would. I mean, it's 22. It's not that loud.
Okay.
I'm
glad to roll me a persuasion check to see. You can do it with advantage because Roy's helping you.
That would be great. And persuasion, I actually have something to help me with. Okay, that's a 2. Jesus, I'm gonna rotate the rolling box and see if that helps. And a 19 plus there's a 21.
21. When Roy said it bust your eardrums, he's like, oh, it's like an area effect spell. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
He hands it back to you. But before he does, he stops. He's holding it by the barrel so that the handle is sticking out upwards out of his hand. He starts to hand it to you, and then he pulls it back and says, Ulrich, it's like a spiritual weapon, or it's like spirit guardians right here. He didn't use it. I don't know. And he gives it back to you.
All right. I'm going to immediately open up the revolver, and I'm going to dump all the shots out. I'll ditch the 2. No, I'm not going to litter. I'll carry my brass, but put the 2 empty casings in one pocket, and then I'm gonna put the 4 good casings. I'll just put it in the pharmacy because I'm gonna put on the leather armor, and then I'm gonna put my tuxedo jacket back on because
Perfect. Put the tuxedo jacket back
pockets.
over the leather armor.
Yeah, you need pockets.
All right.
But
Jay,
there's
what are you finding?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna set up kind of like a curtain between 2 of the wagons, and then I'm gonna come out. Well, you guys are all standing around, and first I'm gonna kind of come out wearing just like a tunic and shorts that are way too short, and you guys kind of look at me and then you shake your head no. So I go back in, and then I come out. This time I'm wearing the same leather outfit as Bert, but it just doesn't fit me right. So you guys shake your head no. And I go back in, and then I come back out, and I'm wearing like a full suit, almost like a chainmail kind of set of armor that I found off of one of the guards.
Yeah, this feels like a say yes to the dress montage. Is
exactly what I'm going for.
Yeah. All right, and so you ultimately end up with some chainmail.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. This was, now to be clear, the chainmail was not there when you got there. One of the gnolls who attacked you had it. Presumably, it had been on the people in the caravan. It was taken by the gnolls, and then you were taking it back from the gnolls.
Okay.
All right.
Looking pretty good.
With that, Ulrich comes over and says, Pemrick is on board, and we will take you to the nearest exit. And that's the best I can do. It's going to be about a day and a half, and we better get started.
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
Lead the way.
Like, seriously.
Hey guys, Justin Bays here. I play Sphere, Bert, and Poot. I, along with my fellow cast members, Maddie Fuller, who plays Enid, Roy, and Amari, Nate Willette, who plays Scarf, Jay Lachey, and Ma, and our DM, Dr. Andy Rourke, want to say thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We're having so much fun making the podcast, and we hope you're having a lot of fun listening to it. If you are, please give us a rate and review wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, Google, Podbean, and you can even listen to us now on your Amazon Echo by saying, "Hey Alexa, please play Blue Ridge Adventures Guild," and it should play our podcast. Sorry if I just set off your Alexa. If you want to add us or check out some more content, follow us on our social media. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram by searching @BragPod, that's BRAGPOD, or you can find us on Facebook and YouTube by looking up Blue Ridge Adventures Guild. All of those pages have links to each other, so if you find us in one place, you can find us in the rest. Thanks again for listening, and now let's get back to the show. Previously on Blue Ridge Adventures Guild.
As we catch back up with our heroes, Enid, Boot, and Ma, there is a log cabin. You hear a voice.
Gretchen McCall, your debt is due.
I ain't doing nothing to hurt nobody.
You see what looks like a bronze serpent coiled on the floor. This is the Copper Scourge. You guys move on by until you come to the edge of the pastures, and lying in that dirt is a baby. You let go of that baby and dive out of the way just as a half dozen 5-foot-long hairy legs burst out of the sand. As you guys take your hideous trophies and leave across the cattle gate out of the pasture with the sucked dry cattle, you enter into back into the forest. You spend most of the rest of the day winding on towards the foothills, and again following these ants. And it's not too much longer. You wind on up into the mountains, and you come to an opening. It's probably about 15 feet long and about 5 feet high, and it is an opening into an earthen part of this hill. Think about a wasp nest in the ground. That's what this is. and it's about 15 feet long and about 5 feet high, and you hear it before you see it. And that's where the ant tracks and trail lead into that wasp nest.
Like
Hey.
little.
Mom.
You hear a zzz, as you guys are sort of following this trail. You hear zzz.
I'm
How
stop.
sorry, real quick mechanically, how rough was the travel here? Or would you say it could have been like a restful walk? Like a short restful walk?
Yeah, I would say it was a hike, but again, you were still going through the woods and the forest, and you were following a beaten down trail. So, yeah,
So we can have taken a short rest?
yeah, you can take a short rest on this walk. That's fine.
That's what I was gonna say. Cause I was the only one that got gnawed on by that weird thing, and your girl needs some
Help.
help.
I have one spell slot that I've used, so
Hmm.
I'd like to get that back as a warlock.
Ooh,
Hey.
Barbarians are so fun. All their dice rolls are so big. I just don't understand how I got a 12. I'm so powerful. I don't understand. I didn't even need that much.
Yeah.
Real help.
What do you got? So you're probably about 200 yards away when you start to hear this. There are plenty of trees and rocks for you to move around as you approach. So walk me through how you're going to approach this thing.
Like, Boot, you should lead the way. But you're the most stealthy of the three of us.
Yes.
We'll follow you.
Oh, all right.
Got a knack for the shadows.
All right. I'm just gonna ready a dagger since we're a little more close quarters, and I'm gonna just start ducking and weaving, like doing like go up behind a boulder. Listen. Go up behind another one, just kind of like doing like duck and weaving stuff, being probably like overly dramatic.
Yeah, doing commando signals with your hands.
All right, and then once I get up to it, all right, I'm gonna take
I
a
could have
stick
rewatched that.
and just like, and then just like throw it into the wasp nest,
Oh.
and then duck behind the rock, and then like.
Right. Yeah. You throw a stick into the wasp nest, and all of a sudden the buzzing goes, and it sounds like an airplane now. And you can't even see into the nest anymore because of the thickness of the wasps. And these aren't giant wasps. These are good old-fashioned, nasty, regular-sized wasps. But you can't even see into the into this cavern because they're so thick.
They come for me, or they're just like swarming around.
No, they're just swarming around. They're just swarming around. I don't think they necessarily got a good bead on you. Sort of a stick kind of flew in. From their perspective, you didn't really go out and show yourself, I don't think. So let's figure out how slick you are. So roll me a stealth check there, Boot.
All right, and
I need Ma and Enid, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
now I roll these
Perception
with
checks.
disadvantage because I have heavy armor on.
Oh God.
So
You
it's a +4, but it's at disadvantage. Okay, so that's gonna be an 11.
Okay, so you're not super stealthy, but the wasps don't seem to be on the prowl. They're just defending their nest. It's kind of, I mean, again, think of your experience with the wasp nests. They if you don't kick them, they're probably okay, and that sort of seems to be the experience that you have. Ma and Enid, what was your perception checks?
I also got an 11.
You both got 11.
Well, I got 10. But
Oh, 10. Okay. Yep.
I
All
rolled
right.
a
So you
10.
guys, yeah, you guys are not noticing anything
That's a
other
bunch
than
of
what
wasps.
Boot is seeing.
He's very distracted with being as stealthy as he is.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Once you know it's a look for, you
literally-
can't unsee it. That's
Yeah.
how Boot is.
maybe you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
maybe you need to consider taking a feat instead of the ability score increase when you get
Oh.
there.
You need a feat for those boots.
Yeah, you need a feat to be quiet when you're stealthy.
Well, it can't be stealthy with you guys yelling at me. Can I? You said that the wasps are super thick. We can't see in.
Yeah, when you threw
oh,
when you threw the stick in there, they really kind of swarmed up. To give you an idea of the density of wasps here.
You still got my torch?
Yeah, it's not lit no more.
Yeah. Toss that back over here.
McCall brain, I was just about to say this, I swear to God.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and toss him his torch.
I get my torch lit, and I'll be like, all right, let's do this. Boo McCall! And I'm just gonna run up and like, yeah, you take that and you wasp. And then I'm gonna just like start swinging at it with the torch.
It goes exactly how you think. Roll me a 1d6 for wasp sting damage.
I'm like,
Two.
You take 2 points of wasp damage without getting within 10 feet of the cave.
They got me.
Can I get within 15 feet of the wasp nest?
Yeah, the tree line is about 15 feet from the nest, yeah.
Well, can I try and get 5 more feet closer?
Yeah, you have to come out of the tree line. You'll be where Boot is. That's where he's swinging.
That's fine. I'll roll my
yeah.
damage. If I roll my damage, I'm also I'm gonna cast Burning Hands at the wasp nest.
Okay.
All right. So should I roll for my 1d6 points of wasp damage?
Yeah, you're gonna take 1d6 in stings.
I rolled a 1.
All right, well there you go. So you get a couple good hornet stings, but you seem to be hanging in there.
Gretchen McCall's been stung by some bees before, and then I'm
So
gonna
you
go
hold
ahead.
your hands up, and a sheet of flames shoots from your outstretched fingers. And we're gonna have to have dexterity saving throw by the insects. Seems kind of weird.
Is every wasp gonna have to roll its individual?
Yeah, every single. I was gonna have 30,000 rolls to make here.
Do you need
8 hours later.
So the wasps roll a 13.
Oh, that's the check.
So the sheet of flames go in. Don't
take half
catch
damage.
anything on fire. It's not the dramatic explosion that you hoped. And you guys are starting to irritate the wasps
So
at this
I
point.
rolled a 13 damage, but so it's a
Oh, just
6
now we are?
6 damage to the wasp nest.
Okay. So one of the swarms of wasps takes 6 points of damage.
1 wasp falls dead.
Yeah, exactly
don't
right.
catch
What?
this
There's
thing
one
on fire?
Can't take
Soon
it.
we should probably leave because I
Yep.
think
Yeah.
if those things start attacking us, they will kill us.
They're getting louder, and you're starting to feel like the swarm is moving towards you guys. It's almost like a cloud that is sort of coming your way out of this cave.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
But let's go back. Let's go regroup back by the trees.
Don't have to tell me twice. Okay, here we go.
Boot's got like welts all on his face.
Did they get me?
Yeah, but I think if you put some pickled peaches on them, it'll make the swelling go down.
That's right. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the jars of peaches out for you to just start slather. I'm gonna start slathering Boots' face in peaches.
But it's
I'll
just
just
really
put my
making it
head back.
sticky.
And it's also is it pickled? So the vinegar I'm sure is gonna sting.
Yes.
Ooh, hurts. Oh, that's how you know it's working.
It's cleaning. Cleaning, Boot. It's cleaning it.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh,
you are
got a
so
little bit in my
sick.
eye. Oh, that stings. That stings. All right.
Also, you can't tell if Gretchen has any as any bee stings or not, 'cause between her warts and her normal half-orcish lumps.
Yeah. And they blend right in.
My lovely orcish lumps. Check it out.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, we got to go in that cave where all them bees at.
How are we gonna? We might have to figure out some other way.
How do we take care of these wasps, Ma? You know critters.
I know critters, and I know when there's a lot of critters, sometimes you got to go to the store and get things to deal with the critters. So, I don't know, maybe we should head into a town, keep this destination, put a pin in it.
How we...
The only thing I'm afraid of, I mean, it's been a few days, so I feel like, do we risk anybody, if they still alive, are they still alive now, if they were before? And it's,
Probably.
you know, we've been following them for a while now, so I don't know if it, but we should still come and check, and we need to investigate this anyways, because, I mean, there's been all sorts of bugs and insects that have been just doing all kinds of crazy stuff that I ain't seen before, and I know these woods like I know these woods very well.
Mm-hmm.
Fact of the matter is, I think we're starting to get in a little over our 3 little heads.
I agree.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my brewer's kit. You know,
Mhm.
never know when you're going to need a little brewski at the end of the day.
You're not
You know
gonna
how-
get the
you know-
wasps drunk.
No, we're not going to get, you know how when you put, you know, like in the garden sometimes, like my bad batches of beer, we'll put them in the garden sometimes, and like, you know, the bugs go in there and then they get stuck. Well, I mean, I mean, it'd be a lot of beer. We could try that with the wasps. I'm just saying, I'm just kind of looking for an excuse to make some beer. I just kind of want to get drunk. We all smell real bad, and I figured my help.
What you said, we weren't far from the town Knox, right?
I mean, you're not far in the scheme of the world. It's still a day or two travel to the town of
Okay.
Knox.
The cottage was near Knox, and we
Yeah,
were
and that was the
traveling.
cottage, and it's been a long way since then. Roll me perception checks again while you guys are all hanging out here. You've backed away from the wasp nest.
I got a 13.
10. God, I can't. I'm about to put that in jail.
I got a 14. I keep rolling what Maddie gets. I rolled a 13, but I got a 14.
You got a 14. So,
Plus-
Ma, you notice that there is a movement in one of the trees nearby. And as you look at this tree, you see that it's covered in spiders. You know, and we're talking, you know, silver dollar sized spiders. And they seem to be kind of climbing up and down the tree. And then once you focus on them, uniformly they head down to the tree to the ground. And they start to head away from the wasp nest. And before your eyes, they kind of fan out into almost an arrow shape as they move away from the tree that they were on. And they're heading around the side of the hill that the wasp nest is in.
I'm just gonna go with my gut. Boo, Enid,
Hmm?
I'm gonna follow these spiders because spiders like to eat bugs.
Why can't it be
Mhm.
follow the butterflies?
That's just not
Why
how
is
life
it always
works.
gotta be spiders?
Because they
I'm,
That's
got.
how
I'm a
always-
ginger. I had to say that. I'm sorry. What makes you think that these spiders are talking to you?
I don't think they're talking to me. I think they're walking to me. And by walking to me, I mean they're making themselves into like a shape that is saying, "Come this way," like an arrow.
I think you didn't take your dementia poultice this morning.
Just will you two trust me?
I like to say I haven't said anything, Ma, except I agree.
Stop being a
Just like-
suck up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's what you get.
Can I take these damn peaches off?
No,
No.
they gotta stay
Okay.
on. You gotta sew them in like a yeah.
Let them soak
gotta
into your
soak-
skin.
Okay, fine.
You're gonna be real soft like a baby later. They'll match your baby.
Oh man, I forgot I had that in my bag.
How'd you already forget?
You make a terrible
I-
dad.
That's why I don't have no real baby.
That's fair enough.
That you know of.
I hope you don't till I'm long gone.
I don't got no baby.
Are you sure?
Yes. Oh my! Can we
All
follow
right.
the spiders, please?
Yes.
Ian, my room's right next to Boots. I can be sure he ain't have no babies.
Oh. All right, let's go.
I don't know everything.
You guys follow this trail of spiders, and they just soldier on their little path in their little straight line as they weave along the rocks, in and out of crevices and over little boulders, and they snake around this sort of hill that the wasp nest was in, and sort of just continue to weave on around, and you're getting more and more into the mountains as you follow these spiders, and it's about a mile walk. Mostly you're bouldering at this point. You're climbing over boulders. You've come out of the forest, and you are on a fairly rocky mountain, rocky cliffside, just sort of weaving your way on around. And that is when, after about a mile, you see these spiders going up. It's not a vertical rise, but it's a fairly steep slope rise, about 30 or 40 feet up sort of a mountainside, and you see them streaming into a cave that is fairly hard to see. You probably wouldn't have noticed it if you hadn't been following these spiders that went up to the cave. And so it's probably about 4 feet tall and probably about 3 to 4 feet wide, and it is kind of tucked up behind a bit of a rock ledge. So it is fairly well hidden, but now that you're following the spiders, you can see them disappearing into this hole.
Do we hear any buzzing like before?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. You are in jail?
Uh-oh.
Shout out to those guys. So that's going to be 6.
You do not hear
6
any
total.
You do not hear any buzzing.
Sounds safe. Take a stick, try to toss it up into the cave.
Roll me a performance check. Let's see if you can throw this. Or you can roll me a dexterity check if you want. That's good. Roll me a dexterity acrobatics.
Hey, dirty 20.
All right, cool. Yeah. So you flick this stick straight up into that cave, and interestingly, you don't hear it clatter. It disappears into the hole, and there's just silence.
Y'all hear that?
No.
No.
Exactly. All right. I think. All right. Y'all cover me real quick. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna get a closer look. And Boot's gonna try and scale up this. You said it's 30, 40 feet. Oh man.
Yeah, it's about 40 feet up. Yeah.
I got you. So it's doable. You just kind of, I get it. You just kind of have.
Yeah,
to,
you're
like,
gonna have to roll me
rocks.
an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Did you not get any ranger bonuses for this?
16.
Yep,
Not
you're able to
level
get there
1.
fairly,
Okay.
fairly easily.
All right, and I'm just gonna stick my head in the hole and just look around and see if I can find my stick.
When you get up to the top and you sort of look into the hole, it's like the spiders are waiting for you. There's just probably 100 of them just sitting there at the gateway waiting for you. And as you appear, then they seem to turn and start to file back into the hole. What you see as you look into this hole is cobwebs. I mean thick cobwebs. You didn't hear the stick clatter because it's stuck into a cobweb that is as thick as your finger. You can't even see through these cobwebs. They actually hang down like curtains, and the spiders are leading you in between two of these just curtains of spider webs into the darkness.
Is it a drop, or is it
Nope.
like now that I'm up there, you can just kind of start walking in?
Now that you're up there, you can start sort of walking in. Once you can kind of look into the into the hole. The ceiling expands upwards, not a lot, but enough that if you went through there, you could easily stand up. The floor seems relatively flat from when you walk in.
Okay. Y'all, it's just a bunch of webs up here. Just a bunch of cobwebs. We could probably, with some fire, just, it'd take a minute, but we could walk through here.
Well,
I don't know if Mom wants to check this out,
Two points to make. One, they could be just leading us there to eat us. Two, I don't think if they're being nice and doing nice things and telling us where to go, we should be burning down their cobwebs.
That's their home.
How are we gonna get through here? We can't walk through here.
I'll chop it down with my shit. I got the hand axe. I'll clear it. Just let me go.
Oh yeah, sure.
First.
Hey, we won't burn your house down. We're just gonna chop it into little tiny pieces. That'll be much better.
I mean, it's it's just making a pathway through. The fire will spread everywhere and take them all out.
You can't control the fire. You ain't a druid.
Yeah, there does seem to be a pathway through that the spiders are taking. They are going between these sheets of cobwebs. Okay. And yeah, you could probably turn sideways and follow them down their pathway if you wanted.
But now I think I made my way up too to meet up with Boot at the top.
Well, you guys, you have to figure out how you're going to get up there. They're talking about a 40-foot climb for Maw.
Ain't no problem for Maw. Maw's climbed mountains before.
You help her.
I'll follow up behind her, so if she falls, I'll catch her.
Would it be an acrobatics or an athletics?
Either one that you want.
I'll go athletics, so I can have a 16.
All right, so yeah, that's plenty for Maw to scramble on up with
maybe old, but I know
with surprising bounce in her step.
All right, my turn.
You got this, Enid.
I'm going to do athletics.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have a 16.
Yeah, you're fine as well. So you guys all work together and climb up this fairly steep stone face and enter into the darkness of the cave. And you guys all see the same thing, caked in cobwebs. I mean, just thick cobwebs. And you can see the last of the spiders heading off kind of in a diagonal from the entryway. And there's almost like a wall of cobwebs. And then the wall behind you is just lined with cobwebs. And they're just kind of weaving off this way. And then you can sort of see them making a right-hand turn and kind of turning around the end of one of these curtains of cobwebs and disappearing into the blackness.
I'm still going to have a torch out. I mean, I won't burn their stuff intentionally, but...
Yeah, that's fine. Just be careful.
Yeah. I'm gonna be careful.
Uh-huh.
I'll get my torch back out and get the tinder box, light it back up before we go into the cave, get it going.
All right, cool. So you've got your torches up. You got your torch up now. Your dark vision is kicking in quite nicely. Go ahead, everybody, roll me perception checks one more time.
13.
I got me a... I rolled a 13. I got a 14.
Why does that keep happening?
I know, we're like dice twins today.
And 10 for Boot.
All right, sounds good. Boot, you've got the torch, so it's kind of hard on your dark vision because you're holding the torch right there in front.
Yeah,
Enid and Maw can see a bit better. The ceiling here goes up to probably about 7-8 feet in height. It is a ceiling kind of it's sort of dome shape as you guys move on into this cave. It is thick cobwebs, and as you sort of follow the spiders and go in, you actually see some rather unnerving shapes underneath these cobwebs. You see pretty clearly a helmet and breastplate behind the cobwebs pasted to the wall. You do see some bits and pieces of armor that are laying on the ground or have been incorporated into the webs. There's some just shoddy goblin weapons, just sticks with crudely made spears, and there's definitely bones kind of piled up on the ground as you make your way in. And you move along following this path of the spiders and sort of weaving through these curtains, and you're going deeper into this cave, and you go probably about 15 or 20 sort of feet in when you come out of the curtains into an open space. And where you're standing, you have probably got it's probably about 10 feet deep and 15 foot wide. It is the stone floor from the cave. And just beyond, and so you have a roof and the stone walls, but beyond that, the far side of the room, that 10 feet, across that 10-foot space, the rock has cracked and broken. And there is a chasm that just drops away, and beyond it is nothing but blackness. And this crack is about 12 feet wide. It's almost like this cave was a big picture, like a oval cave, and then during one of the earthquakes that's happened recently, it just cracked like that, and you've just got this jagged crack that runs right down through the center of this cave, and now there's like a 12-foot chasm.
Boo. Let me see your torch.
There you go.
Thanks. I'm gonna toss it down the chasm.
What? No, that's what I got.
You toss it down the chasm, and
I'll get you another one.
It disappears into the blackness.
Oh.
Like it falls and gets tinier and tinier until the light is too far away for you to see.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest.
Devil get burned.
If it was a 10-foot chasm, I could jump it, but it ain't.
It's not. It's 12.
It's 12.
If I was, 5 years younger, I could have jumped this.
And the spider friends have disappeared. They aren't kind of giving us a clue what to do.
Andy,
Do we see the
Yeah.
scope?
is there... You said it extends upward as well, right?
Yep.
All right. I have a crowbar, and I have 50 feet of rope. So I want to try to make a grappling hook sort of thing,
Okay.
and then see if I can just try and catch it on something in the chasm, and make a rope swing to go across. Something super safe.
Okay. You'll have to roll me an athletics check to see if you can. Do you have a grappling hook?
I have a crowbar and 50 feet of rope.
Okay. You can roll me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh.
A crowbar is not a grappling hook.
He's gonna lose
I
a
don't know.
crowbar and 50 feet rapid.
I'm holding on to one end. I'm just kind of doing this thing. All right. I just want to make it very clear. All right.
While he's doing that,
I'm sorry. Did you say athletics? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
use athletics. Mon,
Okay.
Enid, roll perception checks for me.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be a 15.
Dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20. Enid,
I got a natural 20.
you got a natural 20. Enid and Ma, while Boot is tying this rope around his crowbar and getting ready to throw it, you are looking around and you happen to glance back the way that you came, and the hole in the curtain that you walked through has been knitted shut. And you are now standing in front of a solid spider web wall.
Oh,
Wish we had that torch down.
And
ain't
and
It's going to be real cool. I'm telling you. It's going to work.
So Boot, you rear back. Was that 15 with disadvantage?
Oh, you said disadvantage?
Oh no!
Okay. No, that was not with disadvantage.
Hachi-machi.
11.
So you rear back and hurl the crowbar with the rope tied to it. And it looks like it's good, and like it's got the distance and the height. It just hits the far side and does not grab. It just falls off. And you hear a voice from directly above you say, Well, that was a good try. And as you look up, you're staring into an enormous face, and 24 eyes are looking down at you, and clinging to the side of the rock face directly above you is the largest spider you have ever heard of.
Hey guys, I don't got to go to the bathroom no more.
You've been holding it for 24 hours.
And that's going to be it for episode 8. I thought a little toilet humor was appropriate to end the show. If you thought that was inappropriate, please let us know on Twitter and Instagram by adding us at BragPod. That's BRAGPOD. Or you could let us know by commenting on one of our videos on Facebook and YouTube by searching Blue Ridge Adventurer'S Guild. Episode 9 is going to be a triple header. We're going to see all 3 parties. We're going to be visiting the Normies and the heroes again. And then we're finally going to find out what happened to the Horde. We haven't seen them for a minute, but we're going to catch back up with them and see what they've been doing. You can catch episode 9 on YouTube or Facebook on video format on November 28th, or you can check it out on wherever you're listening to it on your podcasting platforms on November 30th, bright and early Monday morning. Everyone, thanks so much for listening to the show. We'll see you next time.